Guys, I am Nocturnal Mavunga, and in this YouTube video we're going to go through the process of downloading and installing drivers and firmware on a Dell machine that runs Windows 11 on it. So let's get to it. So before we begin, we're going to jump into some theory before we move on to our practical. So first of all, what is firmware? Firmware, these are the instructions that are embedded into a hardware device. So in our instance, we're going to use an example of a laptop touchpad. So right here you can see there's a touchpad right here that is embedded into this laptop. So this touchpad comes with instructions already that come with it that says if a button is right clicked, what happens when I right click this button, such as this, a pop-up will appear. What happens if I double left click on the left button on that touchpad? It will open an app or something like that. You get the idea. Then drivers, these they allow our operating system to communicate with our hardware. So as you can see, they work hand in hand, firmware and drivers. So it is basically recommended that whenever you upgrade or update your system, maybe to the latest Windows or the latest Linux, you also update your firmware and your drivers. Okay, let's jump on to our practical components now of this video. So we want to check our drivers, whether they're up to date. So we're just gonna click here, the start option here, then we type here device manager, which is over here. We click it. Then as you can see here, it's a screen that displays all of our hardware components, So if I click here, okay, so before we begin, the thing that stands out the most are these exclamation marks, right? These yellow ones here that are in exclamation marks. These mean that what? We need to update them. So the system will do it for you. It will show you that you need to update this and that by showing you these yellow exclamations. So if we go here, there's no yellow exclamations, all is well. Here everything is good, so we don't need to update that. But here is where we need to focus on. So if we double left click here, we can update our drivers. Let's just go here where it says update driver. Then we go here where it says search automatically for drivers. Okay, then a message comes up here where it says Windows was unable to install your PCI data acquisition and signal processing controller. So yeah, okay, we can't do that. So it's basically telling us it can't do it for us, which is fine. Let's just go to the website. Let's just go to Dell's website. So let's click here, www.dell.com. Then we click enter. Then here we're on Dell's website. Under support, we look for drivers and downloads, which is here. Let's click on it. Upon clicking on it, we need to identify our product. Then by identifying the product, the system needs to know which product is it going to be dealing with. Here it says enter a Dell service tag, Dell EMC product ID or model. So we're going to enter the Dell the product that we're working on this machine. Then here on the right, it identifies the device we're currently working on. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you how to identify your product model. So we're just gonna go here where it says start. Then we're going to type system information. Yep, we click on that. Then right here it says system model. This is what we want. It's going to differ from your laptop. On my laptop it says latitude E5570. So that's what we want. That's what we type here. So let's type it. Latitude E5570. Yep, we click on it. Then yep, this is our device that we're currently working on. Then as we scroll down, oh okay, the Microsoft requirements for Windows 11 are not supported on this device. Okay, it's explainable. We expected it because this is an old device and we did a workaround. So originally we're not supposed to be having Windows 11 on this device, but we did the workaround that we mentioned in our last video. That's what I did for this machine. I did a workaround
which Microsoft offers on its website. So yeah, as someone who did the workaround, who didn't expect to get full functionality as those who have the latest machines that are running Windows 11 on them, right? So which is fine, it's okay. Then yeah, we can say let Dell automatically find driver updates for you. We can click here, check for updates. Then depending with your Wi-Fi, it will determine the speed in which this will finish checking for you. It will determine the speed in which this will be done installing. Okay, for me, in my case, I have some good Wi-Fi. Then okay, let's go down, let's scroll down. Okay, so here we are looking for drivers. So under the download type, we click this drop down here, then we click on driver, which are 16 driver updates that need to be done here. Then operating system, here we need to click on Windows 11 since we're running on Windows 11. Okay, which it can't find, so that might be a problem later on, because here it's only displaying the latest version, which is Windows 10. Then these other ones are older Windows versions for this computer. So no, let's just try it and see what happens. So down here on the drivers, these are all the drivers that need to be updated. So let's just go and give it a try and see what happens. But since for me, I'm not expecting much because it's an old machine, let's give it a try. So let's go here where it says select all. Oh, and by the way, before we go ahead, let's just check if some of our drivers in our device manager are listed on this website here. So it says here PCI data acquisition and signal processing controller, then PCI memory controller, SM bus and all that. Let's check if they are PCI. Okay, you see, as you may see, it's not mentioned here, which is fine because it's an old machine. But let's just tick everything here and let it install. And as you can see here, this is a big number, 2 gigabytes to install all these drivers. It's fine. Let's just give it a download. Let's download it, and it might take time, approximately. Oh, okay, not so bad. But usually this process takes approximately 10 to 15 minutes, and you can see here it will give you the time underneath there. Yeah, approximately 10 to 15 minutes, and it says network issue to download. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. So all your drivers that you install will be listed here. Okay, let's just allow that over here. Okay, so here it's saying code and download. Let's just retry everything. Let's just retry everything. Yep, retry everything. Okay, yeah, the update process begins. So let's just give it some time to update, approximately 15 to 20 minutes, depending with your Wi-Fi, of course, your Wi-Fi speed. Yeah, so let's give it time to do what it has to do, then we'll check you guys later on. Welcome back, everybody, and once again we are done. The files have successfully downloaded from the web, and now we need to install those files onto our computer. So like right here, for example, what we'll do is this: we'll say open file, click on it, then we'll click yes, then we'll click install, and that driver will install onto our computer. So what we've done is all these drivers that have been listed here by the Dell website for our computer. All these have been downloaded. Now we just need to install them. So here Dell update package is saying the update installer operation is successful. Then we close it. So this is one way of doing it. It's the manual way of doing things, but it's not really the go-to way. It's a tiring process and you don't really want to do things manually these days. There's another way, a smarter way to do it. Drivers and downloads, we go again here. Then instead of entering identify your product here, we go on to the right side here, which is to, okay, since I have already entered my details like my device, my service tag, the model and stuff, you don't really show the options that you would initially get without entering the details here. Here it would offer you, if you're brand new, you're doing this for the first time, it would say support assist, download support assist. And yeah, that one, it uses AI. It will do everything for you. It's a more automated process to go through your computer and search for the drivers. So yeah, upon installing the drivers, the next thing you'd do is just to go on your start menu, then restart your computer, and that's it. The next time you visit your page here, the device manager, these exclamation marks should be gone. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was informative, and thank you